Hey guys, I was bored and I wasn't able to sleep, so I'm gonna do a full game commentary on GP. One of the reasons for this is because you guys have been all asking me about what do you do with the new Triforce? What do I build on GP now? Is the crit build still viable? And the truth is, honestly, the champion hasn't changed at all. He's still broken as hell. You can honestly build anything that has AD on him, and as long as you hit the barrel combo, you'll probably win. You could probably not even crit, just still have the Sheen proc and have full AD or armor pen, and if it hits the squishy, they're probably gonna get taken down to like 25% HP. Who knows? The crit was just kind of like a bonus, like the extra added salt into the wound, and that's how I feel about GP right now. This game is gonna be about how I play as GP and kind of serves a purpose as of what's going through my mind since I never talk during stream. So hopefully this will help you get through your games and give you a thought process of what you're doing. So to start it out for runes and masteries, you're not supposed to go 20% CDR per level anymore, but I honestly have no idea. You could probably do any runes and mastery as long as you have AD and as long as your masteries are 12 and 18 and you got Thunderlords. So the reason why you get Thunderlords is because there's actually no reason. You just want the Bandit Master and you just want as much damage as possible, and going 12-18 just makes so much sense for that. Also on top of that, I don't even know why I'm standing here. I should be walking up. Yeah, I have no idea this guy's here, so I'm just last hitting. Um, on top of that, I don't know, you just queue as much as you can. So right here, I'm just last hitting. And he finally shows auto attack. I usually use Q on the enemy for bandit, but right there on the first creep wave, it's just really hard to get them all without queuing it. So it's usually generally better to use the first Q on creeps. And since I used the ward and the brush, and I just got a passive proc there, that was a good trade for me. Notice that I use my corrupting pot as I trade. You don't use it right away. You don't want to use it until like you're half HP. So right there I didn't use it. I'm going to use corrupting pot in this next trade. So I have used that, and even though I'm level 1, I'm still like beating him pretty handily. So once I hit level 2, it's pretty good. Since I'm queuing him, the wave will be pushing towards me. Like every time I queue him, the creeps will aggro onto me. Now, be careful not to take too much aggro, and keep in mind where Fiora has to hit you. Right there, I've missed the creep. And I just W just because, I have mana. Now I'm out of corrupting pod, and he's in a bad spot because my lane's pushing and Gragas is on this side. But we'll most likely not get a gank. So I'm walking up here because I know he's gonna back. I'm just gonna delay his back a little bit. Don't go too far because that right there, what I did is risky. So now you want to smooth out the wave. So I'm just auto attacking, smoothing out the wave. Now I don't want to trade with him at all because he bought, or well, he didn't buy an item, but basically he has 3 corrupting pot stacks, and going all in and dying here would be a bad thing. Just paying attention to where the creep wave is. The reason why I did a triple barrel combo there is because Gragas is ganking, but we're obviously not going to get this. So I just start running back. I missed a couple of creeps for this and take some damage. This is actually kind of scary because, yeah, it's just scary. So now I just back off because if they're junglers here, and Gragas needs to like has places to go, so I just gotta back and TP in. Right here I have 650 gold, so I don't know why I oranged there. I guess it's fine. So I buy boots and a longsword. Remember when TP into lane you get 5 ticks of gold, so you can TP 5 ticks of gold before you actually like TP. And that's as long as you can wait to make the most efficient time. If you want to be really specific, then it's like barely 6. But so right now I have boots and longsword. I could have bought a mana crystal because that's good for sustain, but I don't know. I just bought it. You're gonna buy a mana crystal. I mean, you're gonna buy boots either way in this situation. But having the movement speed's really nice because it can help you get away from ganks, especially since Diana at 6 is pretty brutal. because she has 2 jumps if she hits you, and she has a slow. But before that, Diana's pretty useless compared to Gragas. Make sure you just throw out barrels to like cover your escape, or like if you look at my barrel charges right now, I'm just randomly like throwing them down for timings, and I think right here this is where I forget to place them down, and I just don't give a shit about the jungle. This is a point where I can get ganked, but the reason why I'm not that scared is because I have a lot of creeps. I'm harassing very well, just queuing every chance I have. I just hit level 5. And he doesn't have TV, so even if Diana ganks me, I can walk away. And here you see Diana ganking bot through lane, which is weird because he's not even 6. I don't know what that guy's doing. If you're wondering what elo these players are, most of them are pretty much masters, and like including that Smite Caitlyn. Oh wow, he actually died. The Smite Caitlyn is a player that kind of plays random shit like Yorick support, Karthus support, Azir support. Like he doesn't give a shit. He's just having fun. The way the game should be played, you should be having fun. But this is ranked, so it's a little bit silly, but I do it sometimes too. So right here, I realized that I stacked up my barrels too long, so I just kept throwing them down to cover my escape. And now that I noticed that Fiora's probably gone, I actually didn't see him through Fog of War. The longsword allowed me to get 2 Qs with the barrels to one-shot the creeps. I misclick here. I make a lot of mistakes on GP, but it doesn't matter because my positioning and like I don't actually play GP that much. I play him like once or twice a day, believe it or not, because I don't want to bore my chat to death. So right here I had 150 gold, so I went ahead and bought a Sheen. You always want to buy Sheen as soon as you can. I think I just steal a kill here. Oh no, I was just helping my team out. Okay, well, that didn't do much. It was a good timed ult. So another thing about GP is you want to be looking to help your team as much as possible with your ult. And if you can get solo kills with it, great. Generally, Fiora players shouldn't be this behind, but at this point, I'm pretty much... This lane's pretty over, in my opinion. So I just gotta keep last hitting, waiting for him to come up. Just keep queuing him. Like, he's already half HP. Like, you're not gonna be in this position usually, but if you are, just keep queuing them as much as you can. Right here, I juked him out. I actually, I knew he was gonna parry, or I tried to get him to parry, so I didn't shoot the barrels, I just stacked it up, and then it just zones him out. And since he didn't have parry, he took damage there. So having boots here is really nice because it allowed me to run back and forth a lot. And you're going to notice this game is kind of stompy for my lane. You're not going to win by 30 CS against Fiora every time, but technically if you play it really well, you should be able to. But he played it pretty badly, so it was just super easy here. I was just so strong that I could pretty much 1 vs 2, but what's important is what you do as GP after. So we're gonna go ahead and speed this laning phase. God, I was so salty about that. I held it because I wanted to bluff him for whatever reason. I should have just did it normally. So we're gonna just speed this up. This is just me pretty much stomping him in lane phase. Notice that my ult's coming up. I don't know, I just walked in here to me trolling. The only mentionable notice for this game is that... Did I get a kill here? I think I killed someone. No, I'm dumb. I got an assist. So the one mentioned in this game is that Arc Minute is like a top challenger player, and the OMG Zan is previously challenger. Everyone else is kind of just masters. But the point of this whole commentary is to cover the fact that Triforce isn't really that much different for GP. You just can't get 100% crit by late game, but it's okay because you can build armor pen. I didn't build armor pen this game. I just went my old GP build because this was my first game on GP with Trinity Force. I just wanted to show you guys what was going through my mind. So right here I'm just queuing, and I don't know, he's just having a really hard time. Now, even though I was super high HP there, I don't like chasing people, and I'm fine with just farming it out. Because I hate throwing. That was my #1 pet peeve. I knew Dinah was here from the ward that I placed. So I'm just waiting. Like, I knew he was here, but I was just trying to bait. And since he flashed for it, I'm fine with trading flashes because we're gonna like have more people in general. Holy shit. So since Diana has no flash and flash on me, she's pretty dead. I was trying to bait it out because I knew I had Gragas and Vlad coming, and that was really nice for our team. Like the game's pretty much won at this point. Like I'm just gonna have so much gold. I want to commentate a game where I'm losing, but we'll just start with this. So what to do when you're ahead and how to snowball games. Because at this point, I've seen people throw games. Like, you're going to be like, Dyrus, I won lane by 50 CS, but I couldn't win the game. Well, either your opponents or your teammates are trolling. Like, generally, if you're ahead, you should win. But that usually doesn't work out that way. So I'm just going to speed this up. Let's see. So I have full Triforce. It doesn't matter if I have like the Stinger or Zeal or not. That was a nice parry. Although it doesn't really matter that much anymore because my keys take like 20% of his health. I'm just so strong. I'm just gonna skip to like later on in the game. Okay, that was weird. Oh, here's another derp. So Diana was actually really strong this game. He was like 3-2, but because I'm so farmed, probably not gonna beat him 1-1. I was actually aware of this. I fucked up and auto attacked my barrel on accident. I'm level 11. He's level 9. So I mean, you already know what's gonna happen. Just gonna like speed up the game because I don't want to drag this out too long. I have a lot of kills. Just at this point, it honestly doesn't matter what I build because I'm just so far ahead. But in terms of optimization, after IE or even before, you want to get Yomu's. In a game where I bought the armor pen item and I was like decently farmed, I took Janna to half HP with barrels with Trinity Force and the armor pen item. So you might want to consider going that first if you can, but if you can afford it, go IE because IE is still a really good item on GP. Because if you get that crit, shit's gonna hurt, man. That random crit, that's gonna fucking destroy people. But more consistently, if you don't want to rely on RNG, you want to get armor pen. So Yomu's. And then IE, you don't want to stack armor pen. You only want to get Maul if they have like double or triple AP. For example, they have LeBlanc mid and Diana jungle, so this might be a game for Maul. I'm kind of lazy in this following my auto cam. Wait, the date? Oh yeah, hey, let me let me show you how ridiculous this is. Alright, let me move the camera up a little bit. This is from an auto attack, okay? Imagine, let's say that wasn't a crit. Let's say that was like, let's say I had Yomu's. If I had Yomu's, it would still take him down to like over here. If I had Yomu's, without the crit. Like, let's just say half of that. That's just being like, that's being fair, right? Half of that. So that would be 350 damage with Yomu's with an auto attack. Now, I'm pretty fed, but 80 carries don't get tanky. Well, I guess he's level 10. I don't know. I'm pretty fed this game. 160 CS by 18 minutes. Just think about it. GP is still ridiculous, not because of the crit, but because of his kit with his barrels. If you can place barrels properly and do the combos, Jesus Christ, you're gonna you're gonna gain free low. it's I want to say it's really easy, but you have to still. Man, GP. Okay. So looking at my items, I just went BT this game because I didn't know what I was doing. BT and Def Stance are really good sustain items. So even though I'm super far ahead, like, Fiora is still gonna beat you in duels, because that's just the reality of it. Fiora is still a good champion, she just doesn't look that like that here. I wasted TP here. We're just gonna go closer to the end of the game to see what my build looked like. So instead of BT, you would have Youmuu's, and it would pretty much do almost like a similar amount of damage because of all of the armor pen you get. I think Youmuu's gives you 65 damage and 20 armor pen, so you actually get more damage from Youmuu's than BT just because of the armor pen. Oh, let me. I was so salty here. I was like, who the fuck called Baron? Who called it? I don't even know who called Baron. Did I start it? Okay, I started it, but someone else called Baron. So because I had BT, I was able to tank Baron. But we just weren't taking any damage here. And because I'm so fed, we just, like, our Smite Caitlyn went bot. I don't know why. You're fucking trolling. But yeah, you see how I just don't lose any health here? It's because of BT. I like BT a lot, and I like Def Stance a lot. But it is mostly because I'm just fed. It's not like I'm out playing them or anything, or have some innovative item build. It's just because I was fed enough to do it. Like lifesteal snowballs really hard, because when you can't do enough damage, they just kill you. Especially with BT. So I think the game is ending there? No, it's not. So, this game I went GA, but generally you should have Youmuu's, IE, and then you can build the next armor pen item, like Giant Killer or Mortal Reminder. Those items are really good, but because they didn't really have any armor besides Diana, you don't really need it. When you build GP and other like champions, you should keep an eye on what items they're building. Like if they're stacking hard armor, it might be worth it to go Last Whisper as a third or fourth item. Yeah, pretty easy game. In the next commentary, if you guys like this for whatever reason, I'll show you guys a Youmuu's build game. But this is just like me trying out the new Trinity Force, and you notice how I can't one-shot the first creeps because I don't have full crit. Yeah, I guess that's it. So there's a Soraka video coming out tomorrow, or rather today if you want to be literal about it, and it's gonna be pretty good. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, feel free to ask questions in the comments and I'll try to answer them. Peace.